So, hi. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is James. I'm the head of operations at Nova Chain. So, basically, what I do it is I handle content posting, I handle events, I handle you know trying to get projects to do AMA so that we can actually get more exposure out there to the community, so that more people will know about Nova Chain, right? So I actually attended your space the previous round using this Nova Chain official account, but it was actually our CEO Sam that did most of the talking. So previously you had some technical difficulties, right?
Yeah, previously the internet wasn't that stable. Now I think it's quite stable.
That's good. That's good. All right. Shall we get started on part two of the battle of the smart chain? So maybe firstly you can introduce yourself again, so that because there might be new fans that came into the space to visit to attend this space.
Okay, no problem. Okay, hi once again. For those who have joined us last week, thank you for joining us again. For those who just joined me, welcome to this little space. We'll probably have a series of these discussion, but today is the second one, and I think the topic is still on the smart chains. I think it's a big topic. So myself, I have done this running this Abundex as a project. My name is Sean. So what we've been doing is that we are a RWA, Railroad Asset Organization project, and we are actually in the process of launching, and we'll be listing on exchange shortly in the month of September and October as well. So what we do is that we are linking up the traditional space of securities in terms of real estates and real assets, things like even diverse as offices beside real estate, and then having the power of crypto to as DeFi to collect liquidity and that allows real decentralized finance for everyone to be able to invest into potentially asset classes that were previously out of reach because the ticket size is very big now. Even with a small amount of money you have to stick into a real asset. So that's what we're pushing. And very glad to be here tonight again. Thanks, James, for starting this. So I think we can start the session.
Yeah. That's great because that's a recap for those who do not know who Abundex is and who Sean is yet. So okay, so let me see. So for the previous session, we actually discussed quite a lot. Although in the center there's like connection problems. So um, so we actually covered on about our thoughts on Thorn chain and its ecosystem, and how Thorn was actually listed on Binance on the 8th of August. Um, and I actually feel that the space was pretty good, as in we covered quite a lot of things, and I hope that for this part two, we can actually explore more topics based on our personal experience, and we can share more with the community. So maybe I will sort of start first. I can share some about my own experience. Like for example, right? I actually have been taking notice of Thorn since before it was launched on Binance. Thorn, when I first encountered Thorn, I think it was like maybe I was like browsing through KuCoin, and I actually saw Thorn at around maybe $2.50, and I actually went in to take a deeper look because I know that Thorn itself is a token and is a chain that is founded by the founder of Telegram, Pavel himself. So I think previous session you also mentioned that this is a very huge opportunity because Telegram has a lot of users internationally, but compared to maybe in maybe okay, because I'm from Singapore also, then I think people in Singapore they tend to use WhatsApp more. But Telegram is a growing platform that allows people to actually uh, join the group and participate in discussions in projects. So when I first saw Ton, and I thought this was really interesting, because it has a huge user base. Basically, the founder of Telegram can just push announcements on Telegram itself, and says that and say that, oh, new feature, now we have a Ton chain that is on the platform itself. So meaning to say that normal users that are using Telegram for their daily activities, they will actually see this announcement, and even if they are not a crypto person or a blockchain person, and they will actually be some of them might be interested and click on the Telegram story itself to actually check out, hey, what's this don't think about, like is crypto really the future? Should I go and read up more about it? Maybe they will go and understand more, and eventually they might even get converted from a non-crypto believer to somebody that invests in Tron. So with that, maybe you want to share some thoughts about what you feel about the future of I would say messaging platforms that actually launch their own chain. I think it is a very huge huge exposure for messaging platforms to actually launch their own chain.
Yes, I think as I spoken last week, because the things that we have lots of users in lots of users, right? So essentially, you are looking at ecosystem that's unparalleled, that no one can actually really compare. Right? I think you are a big people, even I mentioned before, even you are a community with a lot of crypto users predominantly on chain or wallet, but you will never beat Telegram because even crypto, majority of crypto community uses Telegram, and it's not just crypto communities. We're talking about like Web2 communities like people does cancer, publishing, marketing, etc. as well. So you're combining both communities together, and this can be a potential bridge for Web2 people to understand more about Web3 and to so I think they have a very big opportunity. Second of all, because the blockchain has been integrated with the Telegram platform, essentially Web2 and Web3 is integrated fully together. It's not through like third-party API, which is directly integrated since the owner owns everything. What it means is that now it's a bit like how WeChat when it first started. Essentially, it's kind of like Telegram. It's a chat messenger kind of platform. But along the way, because we as a company, they were able to offer finance services, other application services as well, and then eventually it grew into an entire super app that covers payment services, covers banking, covers medical services, covers restaurant booking, covers entire lifestyle. Right. So I think this is the potential for Telegram to be exactly taking the same path, but on an international basis, because WeChat is still pretty much limited to China and probably some some countries that have access to that. But Telegram is globally away. So if that can work, it means that essentially finance services, right, powered by Web3 could be then integrated into Telegram. And of course, right now, I think there's a lot of people running some games and some potential apps on it. But I think this is just the beginning. Right? So there's a lot of potential for apps to be developed on that. And I think there's going to be a lot of enterprises that will take upon this, this opportunity of the technology plus access to entire global ecosystems of communities of users. So that's why I kind of thought this is going to be a major changer versus even other blockchain. So like you have to tell people Solana that only Web3 did it, like you to tell someone on the that's not this space, they wouldn't know. But you tell someone, pay Telegram chat, right? Possibly out of 10 people, at least 8 people will know, oh yeah, I use Telegram, or know someone who uses Telegram. So I think there's the opportunities and definitely.
Yep. I'm actually listening to you and trying to absorb what you just said. You mentioned that you feel that Telegram is going to become very powerful because of how they can actually incorporate services like restaurants, like booking a taxi, booking flights, hotels, and all these are actually done by third party creators, as in it is not like a centralized platform, like like the taxi app Grab in Singapore and Malaysia and Southeast Asia, whereby the platform owner, they themselves, they have total control, as in they have too much power to actually control the prices. They can control demand and search, which is not entirely very transparent. Whereas for let's say for D apps that are built on Thorn ecosystem, I feel that it is a very wonderful idea to actually allow creators to come over to Telegram to actually leverage on the user base from Telegram by building D apps that are firstly interesting. Secondly, I would say sustainable, because you do know that Thorn ecosystem itself is like booming right now, and I feel that there are certainly a lot of people with malicious intent that wants to just start a hit and run project that that will not even last over a month or something like that. So, uh, can you share with us more, like, do you think Telegram itself is gaining too much power?
I mean,
And
when I think this is something that there's always happened to many platforms. When first Facebook came about and become Meta, so I think the same thing as we mentioned is Facebook gaining too much power over everyone. And then from Facebook, it goes to Twitter. People ask the same question: is it gaining too much power over everyone? And then now you have Elon Musk, who obviously owns Twitter, X, now it's called X. So the same question, right? Is he gaining power over most people? Oh, this will be the same question that will run for any platform that comes out, because it's the fact that it's used by everyone, right? So this question will always come up itself. The thing is that people give, you can say that people give their consent in order for them to use the platform, and it's about what benefits users and benefit people versus the potential harm that it can bring. So it's always a analysis between the benefits versus the disadvantages of using a platform. Now, I think from the days of no social media, like that's like the 90s, in the early 2000s, right? Before all this came about, social media, to today, everything is powered by social media. So I think it's powered by social media. Even the development without social media wouldn't be developed as today, right? How we actually explain and all that. So Telegram just happened to be a social media tool that happens to tap the brand evolution of technology, blockchain space, and be able to make, right. So people are happy to use it. Obviously, there are bad actors that use it for shady businesses or whatever. But it's the same for any platform. It's just like Facebook has been around for a long time, and yet there's a lot of scams going on. Kind of like criminal activity, so you can never stop that, because the world consists of both people using it for good things and also for bad things. It's more like how many potential people will regulating certain activities, but essentially it's a freedom of choice for users to use it. It's just that they have lots of users, but eventually they'll come along something in the future that will probably be better than Telegram, Facebook, and putting into a combined social kind of application that does much more things than they start. Even the AI is on space, blockchain is public infrastructure thing. So it's not something that does even from hard perspective that Facebook has like which is not. So here's something that we know, like there's a lot of valuation of the just say that being currently in a space where such as which we actually tend to see the the evolution of the combo chain.
Sorry. Your background is a little bit fuzzy. So maybe you can put your mic nearer to your mouth so that the users can hear you better.
Okay, yeah, sorry. I'll just probably repeat again so I can prove that Telegram has a lot of potential with regards to because it reached rapidly and that's been proved.
Yeah, hello. You still there? Actually,
Yeah, just finished. I finished.
oh,
So maybe you just continue.
okay. So let me sum up what you just said so that our users can actually understand because your background is a little bit noisy. But basically, if I can hear you properly, you said that this has always been a problem when it comes to big corporations like you mentioned examples of Facebook and how when Facebook started, a lot of people joined Facebook and people were thinking about oh, does Facebook is gonna get too much power because I upload all my photos with my family and people can actually easily see my identity online. So uh, as for that, I would say that social media by itself has improved a lot over the years in that sense that platforms like Facebook they are rolling out new improvements every day in terms of maybe I could say that in terms of how the society is like today, where whereas today it is a crime to actually dox people online. So uh, that is just a law part. Whereas for personal safety and safeguarding of personal information, I believe that Facebook also roll out features like locking your profile, hiding your friends list, setting your photos or stories so that selective people can actually see what you're posting out there. So I believe that in terms of security, it is doing okay because in the society today, there is definitely going to be people that are wanting to start a legit project and people who are just having dubious motives that you're not sure what they are gonna do with your data. So I would say that the main problem right about using social media it is that the platform owners they have control. That is actually because the normal people like you and me maybe we are unable to touch on the technical aspects on how can I create and contribute to the social media platform itself. We can only give feedback to them and actually tell them that, hey, can you introduce these features? And actually, it is up to them to decide whether they want to introduce this feature or not. Because what one person says that makes sense to himself, the other party might not agree. But of course, when you receive feedback from the community, you have to take into consideration about the entire platform and to actually see does it bring overall benefits, what are the pros and cons, like let's say for Facebook when it first started, right? I'm quite sure that Facebook started as a project by Mark Zuckerberg and his friends. They just wanted to connect friends in their campus. Then after that, they realized that hey, this is actually a business opportunity whereby I can actually make people around the world more connected by having them at each other, having them send likes and posts to one another, so that we can actually become more connected. But this is actually another problem. Is because like due to the presence of social media itself, right? I feel that our world today is like less connected. So this is like a paradox. You understand what I'm saying, right? Yeah. So I actually feel that social media has its pros and cons, and okay, maybe we are far too much away from the main topic of Dawn Chain, um, and yep, I feel that having Dawn integrated into a messaging platform like Telegram is actually pretty great, whereby developers can actually come and develop their own D apps, and every transaction is actually recorded on the blockchain. So like let's say if um if Telegram unfairly kick away a project, or maybe took funds away from a project that that actually paid them to I don't know, maybe list their mini app on Telegram, and Telegram don't want to actually help them after taking their money, everything can be traced on chain. So I believe that blockchain actually has its pros and cons. So okay, maybe let's try to move on away from this topic, uh, because the topic of this space is like the better of the change, right? So I have a question for you. I think this question has been briefly touched on the last AMA. Like maybe in a short period of a short period of time, maybe I would say like maybe 2 to 3 years. Like, which chain do you personally think that has the most potential to actually grow?
I think definitely the few things is, I think by now we know that and I probably is going to be used right. So the thing is that right now we all know that Ethereum is the very mature one. A lot of enterprises, institutions, governments actually using Ethereum. They are not really embarking on other chain. Tron is viewed as the pirate stamp, so you will never find any respectable enterprise using Tron, unfortunately, right? So that's the view, and it's actually outlawed in many countries. So Tron blockchain is outlawed in many countries. Tron basically is targeted for by many countries as not as well. So I think this determines the future. So I think for me, when I put to which blockchain that will be going to be the one that will take quite standard stage will depend on finances. Right? So the key thing is that the usage of the blockchain is always, I would say, you can't run away from financial services. So in the case of financial services, it's not just about crypto token and all that, because crypto tokens are only valid between transactions. Besides, obviously, the main tokens like Ethereum, ETH, as well as Bitcoin, and even some of the meme coins and all that, there is certain recognition by general mainstream. The rest of the tokens are just, I would say, traded between communities, traded between users, traded between investors, right? So, however, these are not meant for financial services. No bank will be able to accept those directly translation in fiat currency, because, lucky or not, the whole world still run fiat. It doesn't run crypto. Can you buy easily? Just go downstairs right now and buy coffee with cryptocurrency. You can't. You will be asked to pay cash, or you will at least pay cashless in fiat currency. So it's the same everywhere else. Right? The only countries that have fully gone into crypto as a form of payment are countries that their currency have totally depreciated in value, or they are highly inflated in prices, like the likes of countries in like Venezuela, and even countries like Turkey, right, where the currency is not kind of like stable. But for the rest of the known world, where currency is stable, the government controls and make it point that the fiat currency, which is issued by the central bank, is still the currency to be paid, right? So, however, right now for trade finance, there's already a lot of usage of stable coins.
Yes, I actually agree with what you say. I mean, I've been reading the news, right? that actually a lot of financial institution has invested in Ethereum itself. But one thing that I really have some trouble understanding it is that like why Ethereum? But wait, after I spent some time thinking about it, right? Actually, Ethereum is like it is like more of a branding thing, because if you were to compare the gas fees on Ethereum versus like Solana versus Tron, I think Tron and Solana is like overall cheaper than ETH because we all know that back in like 2021, like to buy an NFT or to perform an ETH transaction, like you got to pay gas fees up to like 300, 400 USD because that was like during the peak of the NFT boom, right? So, I also do understand that like maybe Solana itself is like not is like not really an ideal space to for for projects with utility and long term vision to actually build on Solana because the Solana landscape is like filled with like meme coins, ranging from like funny celebrity endorsements. Like I actually saw a coin that I think it was by WWE Hogan that actually launched on Solana itself, and these projects does not last. Like I think maybe maximum for a week before they die down. But still, a lot of investors are wanting to invest in Solana meme coins because of the promises of fast and quick returns. I mean, at this point, it's actually like gambling unless you are part of the team. You have some insider information that a group of VCs is going to invest in this particular like meme coin, which is which is not very likely to happen because like why will VCs invest in the meme coin unless the meme coin has some utility and some proof of work or solid white paper that that has a plan to actually improve the society as a whole.
Yes, I think
Okay.
the key thing about what okay, so the key thing about what about Ethereum is that it's about the use cases and also the amount of security audit that's been done and in terms of the stability and security of the network. Obviously, the gas fee has dropped down to drastically compared to before. I think it's always about governmental the adoption by the various chain in terms of working with the governments, working with the enterprises, working with the banks. And Ethereum has managed to pass. It's not something that's overnight. Since 2017, they have been working with the various organizations around the world in terms of government, in terms of like universities, in terms of like banks.
Yep. Hello. I think you're cut off. I can't really hear you. Yeah, you were saying that since 2017, institutional investors are already investing in Ethereum, right? Hi, hello. I think Abundex is cut off again. Not sure what happened. Maybe he just went underground, so there was no reception. So can you guys hear me? Hi guys, if you can hear me, you can send a emoji so that I know that my mic has no problems. So, all right. I think Abundex is having some technical difficulties, but it was a very interesting discussion today. We touched on topics like social media itself, which is a little bit off topic, but this is very important because you actually combine social media and blockchain together. I mean, if you were to read news about blockchain, you will read it first on Twitter, right? So, yep. So, just to summarize, I feel personally, I feel that the next rising chain is gonna be Torn chain because of Telegram huge user base, and because of the fact that they can actually allow developers to create mini apps within the platform itself. Apps like Plum Crypto, apps like Hamster Combat, whereby users can actually come in to farm points and tokens, and not to forget the recently very popular coin called Notcoin that was an app on Telegram itself. So with all this information, I hope that our listeners can you know do more research and do their own homework, and actually find out more about what is happening within the crypto space itself. Oh wait, I think Abundex is coming back. Hi Abundex, can you hear me? Hi Sean.
Something happened.
Oh, I think you're kind of just now, if I recall correctly, just now you were saying that it is not hello. Yes, I can hear you. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, I think there's some delay, right? Hi, hi Sean, can you still hear me loud and clear? I think Sean is having we can hear you, but I think on your side there's some delays. So when I talk to you, it is not in sync. So yep. Wait. Back to the topic. I will encourage our listeners to do their own research to find out more about what are the latest blockchains, and actually this space is about the better of smart chain, and at the end of this space, I would like to encourage our users to actually check out Nova chain itself. Also, we are also a up and coming chain that has not launched yet, but Nova chain basically was conceptualized to address the inefficiencies and unfair practices in content creation. We leverage on AI to filter out low quality content, and also to reward interesting users that post content that will be insightful in instead of those kind of videos that are actually downloaded from somewhere else and just reposted just because they want to monetize their channel itself. So, with that, I want to thank everyone for attending the space today. And I would also like to mention that I would also like to mention that Abundex uh, did not give away their $500 worth of ABD during the previous round, and I think this round maybe we can try. Uh, is there anyone that want to ask questions to me or Abundex?
Hi, I'm back.
Then
Can you hear
maybe
me?
we can.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, just
Yes,
fine.
we can hear.
Just
We
fine.
can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, good. I was just dialing in, and I'm not sure why just now I was talking a lot. I guess no one was able to hear me. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, we were about to end the space, but then I suddenly remember that last week you guys because of the technical difficulties, right? We were unable to actually give away your $500 worth of ABD tokens. So I was asking the community if anyone have any questions for myself and Abundex. They can raise their hand and request to speak, and let's see what they have to say. Okay, I can see this guy called Dylan XYZ. He is requesting to speak. I'm gonna approve it. All right, I have approved Dylan XYZ. I think he's a speaker now. Hi Dylan, do you want to ask any questions?
Yes, I actually want to ask about your Nova chain. Like, what's it all about? Like, let me just get to know it.
Oh, I think we spend too much time talking about like social media and the state of blockchain. Um, okay, I would say that Nova Chain, it is actually a content creation platform that allows content creators to upload their content, and Nova Chain itself, we will actually use a AI algorithm to sort out the content and display relevant content, and we can also reward like small creators that are just starting out, because compared to big platforms like YouTube itself, like you need at least 1,000 subscribers to actually subscribe to your channel, because before you can monetize your channel, Nova Chain will actually reward small time content creators in a fair and transparent way. So okay, maybe for more info, you can actually go
So,
on to our
do
Twitter
you,
page.
sorry, do you have an avenue for funding, like for people that have maybe an idea to build on your chains? Do you have funding avenue? Like, do you provide funding?
Yes, we do actually provide funding for developers that are interested to want to build on our chain, but that that will have to be discussed with another department, because I am the head of operations for Nova Chain. I have to get to the management to decide to see what kind of project that they want to build, and what good ideas we can actually incubate your project
Okay,
to actually
I would like
on
to
no.
I would like to have your official email. Like, I'm actually a developer and a computer scientist. I work for IBM. So I would like to just send you a proposal of the project. Like, if you have interest in building it on your chain, so I would like to have your official email.
Yes, yes, sure. You can just like shoot me a DM through this official Nova Chain account, and I will reply you. Then we can take it from there, right? Yeah, perfect.
The issue is that I'm not verified, so you can send me a DM first, and I will send you.
Oh,
I'm not verified.
all right, all right.
All right, thank you.
Just let me
Thank you
see.
so much.
All right, all right. Thank you so much. I will send you a DM, and we can take the conversation there. Do you have any questions for Abundex?
Oh no, I don't have any question. Like, you are experts, so thank you.
All right, all right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right. So with that, maybe I would say this was a interesting space, and at the end of the space, we even had a developer that is interested in NovaCheck itself. I would like to thank everybody for attending this space, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you, Abundex,
Thank you.
for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank
Thanks
you.
everyone.
Okay,
Thank you. Okay.
bye bye.